It's Wednesday. Can only mean it's another Whisky Wednesday. OMG. These weeks are flying by. March is gone. We're now in April. It's not the 1st of April, so it's not an April Fool's Day, thankfully. But yeah, welcome to Whisky Wednesday. How it goes so quickly. What have we got? We have, as from last week, Dalmore, 12-year-old, absolutely gorgeous looking. Haven't touched it since last week. Beautiful colour. Really going to enjoy opening this, so let's get it underway. Pop, pop, poppy poos. Oh, nice big glass full. Put that to one side. Bye-bye, Dalmore. And say, welcome to Whisky Wednesday and cheers everybody. I hope you're all well. It's a beautiful, or it has been a beautiful day today. Here in the Cotswolds, yeah, what a difference the weather makes. It's insanely incredible. Is it me, or does this look crooked to you? God, that looks so crooked. I don't know what's going on there. Very strange. Very, very strange. Don't know how I can make that uncrooked. Maybe something like that. Bear with me 1 second. I don't know why I need to wedge up the left-hand side of this store a bit. How's that? That looks a bit better. Oh, that was playing havoc with my eyes. Anyway, yeah, what a beautiful day it's been today. I hope everyone else in the UK or wherever you are is enjoying a bit of nice weather. It makes such a difference, makes you feel a bit better. Yeah, it's really cool. So, like always, we are going to do a quick scan round the backdrop and say thank you to everybody. We have, let's go through this a little bit quicker than normal if we can. We have Jim from Australia. Then we have Addicted to Precious Metals, the Stack Collector, Goldie's Gold for Silver, 365. Your time is now. Back on the scene, which is really cool to see, Goldie Girl. And then we've got Gold Silver Hunter, GSH for short. Stephen on the next road down, the old Bulldog, that's his original poker chip there. Stacker Social, Poker Chip, Daft Precious Metals, Scott Silver, Blistering Barnacles, Stack Collector. It's not the Stack Collector at all, it's Nerd UK. What am I going on about? Then a couple of other coloured poker chips from BBA. Then we've got, jumping into silver, the very special Stacker Social Berlin Edition poker chip. And then Freak Meat, who's me. My poker chip, I don't know why it's there, but it's there. Cider Sandman and Daft Precious Metals. Still stuck with wax from a candle, which I've forgotten again. Bloody hell, I forget every week now. Then we've got stickers, GSH, Your Time Is Now, Scott Silver, Jumping Into Silver, Cider Soundman. A very nice silver certificate from 365 Days of Silver. 365. Then we've got, zoom in a bit. We got Jim sent me a Australian dollar. That's my original creators round. Then we've got Cobra's original channel round. Addicted to Precious Metals. That's really rare to have one of those. which is really cool. The very nice cider soundman. I love that. It's a really lovely design. Courtesy of, I believe, Cardiff Gold made those, which is really cool. Another one of my channel rounds. And then we've got Stephen's lovely button there, which is really cool. And then we've got Addicted to Precious Metals. Sent me this 1 gram silver bar. Another one from the Stack Collector. Courtesy actually done by Backyard Bullion, which is really nice. And in the middle, Kind Noob, his very own creational piece of art, which was fantastic to receive, which is really cool. A nice coin pouch, caduce leather, which is attached to or a part of Cider Soundman. And there's a lovely thing that I always forget that I received from C.Y. Sterling from Cyprus, which is really nice. And we've got some more stickers: Addicted to Precious Metals, Cobra Stacker, C.Y. Sterling, 365, Stacker Social, The Stack Collector, Stephen God's Money, Blistering Barnacles, always peeling off the board, Nerd UK, Daft Precious Metals, Goldie. Don't hear much from Goldie anymore. Hopefully he's okay. And then we've got some new designed with their acrylic Cobra Stacker, poker chippy type designs, and a new channel round from Cobra Stacker there. Cobra Stacker's business cards, really lovely. Camel Finance. Who else we got? We've got a little Egyptian theme going on down here, which is all around this man, Cobra Stacker. Another channel round from Cobra there. I want to sing a song when I see that. The Stack Collector, chopping trees as always. That's what he does for a living, I believe. And gardening and bits and pieces. Then we've got a really lovely channel, well, it's not a channel piece, a lovely piece of poured silver from Backyard Bullion, which is really cool. And Euro Coin Hunt sent me these very nice old marks from Germany, which is really cool. So thank you very much, Michael. And of course we've still got Casper. Who is that? Who can that be? No one's got it right yet. Keep trying. Who am I thinking of? And then we've got this very different character. Story behind that. Dobby. Really lovely. And I don't know if you've ever seen this, but I have a pair of legs. Originally Dobby's legs that went wrong, but I was given them anyway, and I just say that's a representative of me because I'm a nobody. Bit of a funny thing there. Here you go. So that's the introduction. Right, I have left someone off who I forget every week, which is really naughty of me, really, to be honest. So let me have a little drink. And the person I leave off every week, and I shouldn't do, is the person that sent me this. This absolutely gorgeous, which is probably upside down, it is copper round in the form of a dragon, and I do apologise, Mr. Silver. Oh my good grief, I just even have forgot your name. Silver Stacker. I really do apologise for not mentioning you, because you should be mentioned, because you was very kind to send me this. I can't remember, I saw this on someone's channel, it might have been a Stack Collector, his channel, and when I saw it I thought, oh my god, I'd love one of those. And Silver Stacker, Silver Stacker, sure it is, he very kindly sent me this, so you need to be mentioned every week as well. So what I'm going to do So I remember I'm actually going to put you not in copper corner, but on the backdrop. So I remember you. So I'll temporarily put you there, and I won't forget. So I'm really sorry for forgetting to mention you. You follow my channel, you're always commenting, pardon me, and the least I can do is actually bloody mention you, really. So I really apologise, big time. But you're in now. You're a nice reminder now, which is really cool. Which brings me very nicely to a little package. I'm not going to turn it round because it's got my details on. We don't do that as creators, do we? A nice little package. I know who it's from. So we're going to open it. If I can get my knife out of my pocket. My trusty old Stanley knife. Which is not, it's not exactly the best eye candy to look at. So let's rip this open, see what's inside. I do believe it's more bits to put up on the backdrop. But the person did say they was going to send a few things. So let's have a look. There's a little note which is really cool. Nothing else in there, which is great. That can go to one side. So let's read the note first. And the note is, "Hi Andy, just a few things to put in your backdrop, jumping into silver." Which is very kind. Don't expect anything. I really don't. That's going to go up on the board along with everything else. If anyone hasn't seen it, I keep all my little notes and pin them up. That's a lovely reminder of who sent me notes and very kind words. What community. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so what have we got? Let me open these up. He did mention, when he was talking to me, he did mention what he was telling me, but I can't remember. There's a few things in here. Okay, cool. So, a few stickers. The Cranky Stacker. So I've now got, oh, that's brilliant, because now I've got your sticker to put. Oh, there's two types there. There's a shiny one. It's a bit like Pokemon, this. Shiny one and a not shiny one. Is that one more desirable, the shiny? That's really cool that I've got something to represent the Stanky Cracker. Stanky? The Cranky Stacker. Cranky, that's one guy, because he's similar age to me over in America. That's one guy I would love to be able to get on the podcast and have a chat. So Cranky, if you do get to see this, I will put you, mention you in the mentions. If you do see this and you do watch it, if you fancy coming on to have a chat with an old boy from blooming the UK, I would absolutely love it, mate. I do silently, as I'm known for, watch some of your videos, and yeah, I'd love to have a chat with you, dude. I think we spoke about it before, but we've never really made it happen, so that'd be really cool. But you're going to go up on my backdrop, which is cool. And we have Cranky made his very own channel poker chip. That's really cool. So it's made, that's made of wood. And somehow, I don't know how he's done that. Perhaps he can let me know. It looks like it's been branded. Is that when they brand cattle? Use like a hot piece of metal and stamped it on the wood. That's really cool. That's really different. I love it. Really love it. Now, the reason why Jumping sent me this originally is because I haven't got his original poker chip. He has changed it. So now I've got his original one, jumping into silver. That's really cool. I like the colour. Which is grand. Grand. And Cardiff Gold poker chip, which I haven't got either. This is like a proper collection of different bits and pieces. So I've got to try and find some flipping room now. So that's really cool, because I do mention them every now and then. So it's really cool that I've got their poker chip to relate to, which is fantastic. Really fantastic. And Jumping sent me, he had these bookmarks done. Very shiny, look at those. Very shiny indeed. So that can go with, I think GSH sent me a bookmark. That one right there. So I'm going to have to move things around and put Jumpings next to that as well. So thank you, Jumping. That was something nice that I could open today on my Whisky Wednesday. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there. Poker chips can go there. I better not cover up Coin Noob's poker chip, because all hell will break loose and he'll tell me off. Cool, nice surprise. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. I still have some poker chips and stickers there in the corner. I've sent a few out recently via request, so if you'd like any, just let me know and I'll send them out. It's not a problem. Absolutely not a problem whatsoever. Okay, at this stage we will do, what have I been watching? Okay, cool. Right, we'll have a quick drink. God, this Dalmore is so nice, and it's got this beautiful cherry kick to it. Like sherry. The sherry kick to it is really, really nice. Lovely, really lovely stuff. Quick puff. And away we go. Okay. So, what have I been watching? The time goes so flipping quick since last week. Oh, did I get time to watch Cobra's? Cobra Stacker did a auction last Friday. I do believe I did watch some of it, and then I can't remember what happened. I didn't get to watch the rest of it, but I did catch up on it the following day. So Cobra's always out there doing his thing. He has this auction on a Friday, which is a really good place to go. It's a great place if you're really into your collectibles or normal silver. You can get really decent prices there. So yeah, that's good. So yeah, I watched that. What else? My normal stuff like Camel Finance I listen to every day. If anyone hasn't seen his channel, he's a pro trader, and his channel's been building over the last 2.5 years. If you're interested in learning about what goes on in the marketplace, then it's a really good place to go to get the basics. I would highly recommend you listen to his early videos. They're the ones that really helped me personally on my investment journey. I'm not a trader. I like to invest, but his channel helped me so much. He incredibly helped me so much on my journey of learning, and it still does to this day. So yeah, it's Camel. Yeah, it's a daily intake of information, along with loads of others. I'm not going to mention a lot of the others because they are all Bitcoin related mainly, and macro related videos that I watch. That's for another place. Moving on to Saturday. Now, there's a bit of a special mention here again. I do mention him quite a while. I've mentioned him a hell of a lot. And that's the Stat Collector. TSC. Now, TSC has been a massive inspiration for me personally, because I've followed him from pretty much the beginning, and I've watched what he's done. He likes his tech. He produces amazing creativity around his channel, and it's just, if you watch some of his video, I mean, the Germania video was just incredible. It was just like watching a proper professional video. But obviously, his Stack Chat, he uses OBS, and watching him, I have been so inspired to try and learn by watching what he does, and he's helped me tremendously, just purely by him being creative and pushing out content on his channel. So what I normally do with a Stack Chat, all depends what I'm doing on Saturday. 9 times out of 10, I normally watch it. If I get a little bit of time, I'll watch it first and then catch up the following day. Normally when I'm doing a load of computer work on Sunday morning before it gets too busy in the house and I've got stuff to do, I normally have that going in the background. But he had Coin Noob on there this week, and I think he was on there for 4 hours, which is a bit unusual for his Saturday night Stack Chat. And I was glued. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. If anyone hasn't seen it, I would go back and watch it. You've got the Stack Collector and you've got Coin Noob. They both get on and they both sort of gelled and had a wonderful conversation, and it was a really lovely experience personally for me to watch. I love that sort of stuff, so well done, Stack Collector. You knocked it out of the park on that one, dude, just in my opinion, for what I like, and I can't thank you enough. I think he's had a birthday recently, so happy birthday there, dude, as well. It works really hard for the community, and I think the community really rely on him a lot, and he does get the credit, but I just want to push that credit even more his way for what he does, really. Yeah, it's really cool indeed. And hopefully, I did reach out to him because I've done a part 1 video on my podcast with the Stack Collector, and I always wanted to do part 2 because we didn't get enough time to dig into his silver and his coin collection. So I did reach out to him, and hopefully in the very near future we'll get a date together, and we'll be able to do part 2, which I'm really looking forward to. So that was the Stack Chat on Saturday. Who else? I'm going to talk about quite a few people in a minute, but as a rule, obviously Stackers Social, I'm a part of that network to a degree down in the Whisky Lounge. We'll talk about my competition in a minute, and I've got to mention 365, obviously. I always look forward to April the 1st, because I never know what this creative genius is going to come up with, and it didn't disappoint. I couldn't stop laughing. That's a fantastic way to clean your silver. He's done a few cleaning. He's, I think maybe we underestimate how creative this young man is in not only understanding the modern young way of communicating through a social media network, but his creativity in doing it is absolutely unbelievable. Now, I'm not blowing smoke up his backside. There's some things I agree with and some things I don't, and you know, me and him talk about certain aspects of things going forward. Well, that's between me and him to a degree, but not overly. I've got a lot of time for him and what he does, but I think his creativity within today's social network platforms is just unbelievable. He's very clever. I also know personally he's a fantastic father and family guy. So yeah, hats off to you, dude. I might not agree with some of the stuff that you do, but I can't ignore your creative presence within the community, and you keep everything going. You're very supportive over everybody. You're a big fan of my Whisky Wednesday, and yeah, I really appreciate that. I have a lot. Anyone else I've seen? I hate this bit because I'm trying to think, and I never write anything down. You guys will get to know me about that. I think I'll very quickly. Oh yeah, there's 2 other people. There's Benson's coin collection. I think that's right. I saw his video. He's trying to build up a Kookaburra collection, which I know personally that's quite a tough thing to do. Not only is there a lot of coins to collect, but they're rather expensive as well. You know, in this day and age, you know, you have to be a bit careful, obviously. But yeah, he picked up, I think 6. I haven't seen any videos since. I think that was yesterday he posted it. That was quite cool to see those. Maybe want to have a look at mine, but I'm just the hassle of trying to get my silver. My collectible silver is ridiculous. So yeah, I might get to see those again at some point in the future. And the other person I want to mention is someone popped onto my radar because of 365, as always, because he's always promoting new channels, and that was Sandy Millington. Hopefully that's right. And his channel is called Sandy Millington Working Class Stacks. He did a video. I watched his first video. I commented on his first video, and I thought, well, that's really cool to follow someone that's just started and you know, has got the courage to record their journey with his partner Danny, I think. Sorry if I got all this wrong. I'm trying to get it right. But yeah, he's been. I've noticed him very active in Stacker Social, on a Discord group, and he's regularly posting videos. What I do like is that he's challenged himself to buy that 1 ounce piece of silver, I think weekly, which is quite a challenge. Even for, I mean, he comes across as a working class, from a working class background, but just to, you know, just to buy these at, you know, at a fairly hefty price, well over 30 quid now, you know, it's 120 quid a month, which is good going for anybody in, you know, any set of circumstances. It's a great way to save, and I'm really excited to see how that progresses in his journey. So I thought I'd give him a bit of a shout out. Sandy Millington, Working Class Stacks, likes his hats by the looks of it, or has that ringy tango feeling to it. So yeah, that's what I've been watching. I have been watching a lot more other stuff than that, but nothing orientated around precious metals. Next on the agenda is probably what a few of you are really interested in. Don't blame me, really. This is up for grabs. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I set a competition. Check out the video, Whisky Wednesday, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Well, basically, I was asking people I wanted to give away, let's start again. I wanted to give away 1 ounce of silver for every month this year. And then play around with some prizes at the end of the year, once the year's over. So I was sitting there thinking, how do I get people involved in a creative way? So what I decided to do was ask people to do a video, be creative in presenting that video, talk about whatever you wanted to talk about, preferably around precious metals, and post, as all of you should know, down in the Stacker Social, the amount of times I say Stacker Social Whisky Lounge part of Stacker Social, post that video during the month of March. And then at the end of the month, which we obviously are, that's gone now, somebody will win this 1 ounce piece of silver, which happens to be a 2017 Britannia, which is lovely, absolutely lovely. So someone's going to win that. And what I did say was at the end of the month, then I'd let you know how we're going to decide. I did say in the videos that somehow the community, I'm going to encourage the community to vote on who they would like as a winner. So between now and next Whisky Wednesday, next week, we're going to vote on some people. And excuse the bottom bit, that was from a podcast I did last night. March competition entries. We have Blistering Barnacles Adventures. He entered and put a wonderful video. These are all down in the Whisky Lounge. There'll be links in this video. You've got to be don't be lazy, guys. You follow, listen to what I'm saying, obviously, and follow the instructions. And they're not instructions. That sounds really pompous of me, but follow the information. You'll find what you need to do. So we've got BBA. He posted a great video. I couldn't stop laughing. So creative. It's so cool. And it's a video, it looks like he's out in the woods, and he created a little bit of a setup, and please go out and have a look at it. It's all posted, as I said, in the Whisky Lounge. You might have to scroll up and down, but you will find it, because these are only video posts that were in the month of March. So go and have a look. If you're not a member, get over there and join. So yeah, that was really cool. And then we got Scott Silver. He jumped in and it's great. Created a creative video in his own right. There was no rules around this. It was just be creative. And he done like a retirement plan type video, which again is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love watching them. And that instigated and hopefully inspired Canadian Silver Stacker. And he did. It's so apt. He did like a whiskey stacking video, which was so cool, the way he put it together. That, they're all really cool. But I'm just highlighting on this video of who we're going to be voting for over the next week. So Canadian Silver Stacker, he did a video, and then Cider Sandman, he did a video. I turned to the dark side, which the beginning of, I absolutely peed myself with laughter. I love Si's video content anyway, because again, he's like 365, but he takes it to a different level. He takes it to his own level, and his videos are very eye candy orientated for this sort of space, and a pleasure to watch. So he did one that was like Star Wars orientated. And then we had that inspired someone else, and that was Coin Noob 71, good old Griff. And he did something even more different. This is fantastic. They're also different. And he did one, and it's like called An Ode to Andy. And this is sort of something that you guys can look out for if you're interested. Hopefully you are. Please don't be lazy. For God's sake, this is supporting the community and giving away free stuff. So shame on you if you don't bloody get involved. Excuse me. So that was coin news. That had me in stitches. And then Dagar, he did a video, and he called it Lord of the Ring Pool. just think about the creativity and thinking about a title for the video. Videos are fantastic, but you know it's all part of it. The title, and he did that. Lord of the Ring Pool. So go and have a look at that. And then we've got Silverpunk, right at the last minute, managed to put something together and called Making an Iconic Movie Scene in Silver. And that was based around Pulp Fiction, a film that, that was quite iconic in the time. So, it was great. Everyone was being very creative. So we had 7 people enter. They're the people: BBA, Blistering Barnacles Adventures, Scott Silver, Canadian Silver Stacker, Cider Sandman, Coin Noob 71, Daggar, Silverpunk. So what I'm going to do is we've got a week because I want to announce the winner on next week's Whisky Wednesday. We've got a week for you to actually go over to Stacker Social. I said it again. Oh my God. As if you shouldn't know by now anyway. But anyone new, you've got to go over and have a look. Stacker Social, drop down into the Whisky Lounge. Obviously, I have a browse around everywhere else. But these videos are actually in the Whisky Lounge. Have a look at them, watch them. And then afterwards, jump back into... I'm going to put a post in my on my channel after this video. And there'll be a post asking people to vote on who they would like to win. What was your favourite video out of those 7 people that entered for the month of March? So I'm going to put that post in, and I want you to just find that post, put a comment in there. Then next week we'll have a look at them, add them all up, and then we'll know the winner. So hopefully that makes sense. I think I've tried to explain that very, very logically. If not, ask me. I think that's pretty straightforward. Definitely. So I'm really looking forward to being able to announce the winner of this lovely 2017. I think this one was courtesy of Stephen. Man. Yeah. Stephen, God's money. This is going to that lucky winner for the month of March competition. Now, the April one has already started. We've already had 1 entry already. And this is the lovely prize for someone that wins the competition in April. Now, the winner of March will not be able to enter. I mean, they can do for a bit of fun, but I wouldn't advise it. But the winner of any month cannot enter anymore, because at the end of the year, the winner of each month will be entered into a competition, and then we're going to do a first, second, third place for the year. So hopefully that makes sense. So thank you so much, everybody, for being creative. It's been very entertaining. I think a lot of people have enjoyed it. Please get involved. It takes this is free, man, and I'm giving away silver, and I'm just asking people to enjoy a bit of creativity with their cameras, with their phones, and just put something together and get it posted in there. And it's at the end of the day, it's all a bit of fun. It's trying to keep a bit of community spirit going. And that's it. And there's like a Brucey bonus to the winner, which is cool. you don't take part, you ain't going to win anything. You never know, this stuff could be worth quite a few quid in the future. So this next bit, I've already changed. Going to change things. Sorry, the eye candy's not quite as good as looking at all this sort of stuff. I thought I'd just have a quick chat while I'm just poured myself out another whiskey, which is really cool. Just a quick chat about general stuff. How are you all finding things? Oh, what on earth's going on? Cracky, we've got gold bouncing around like at levels that I haven't seen personally before. And silver too, which is quite interesting. I'm not going to talk about any other assets that I invest in, because I really just want to try and keep this channel to just the precious metals. Bit of an update. Like an idiot, I am a complete idiot. Now, I think you probably all know that. Let me change. Oh my God. How do I change the screen round? Don't know. Haven't got a clue now how to do it. I've got Copper Corner, which is obviously on the opposite side of what you're looking at now. Copper Corner, and I love copper. I've worked with copper for years and years and years. Well, 43 years. Fact, 44 years this year. So I've got a great affiliation to copper. I want to build up my Copper Corner. I took the opportunity. You've probably seen my kilo copper rounds, coins. There's been 4 released. I've got the middle 2. I haven't got the first one, but I did order the last one. And I know Trudell has the snake version. He has them all, but he managed to do a nice video of the snake, because we're in the year of the snake. Something else I didn't know, my lunar birth year is the snake. Don't laugh. I hear some of you say, yeah, you are a bit of a snake. Whatever. But yes, which is quite ironic. So anyway, I had a little search around and I found a company in Europe that was that I could pre-order, and I think that was like 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. Pre-ordered it, and believe it or not, I thought I was getting a fairly good deal. To be honest, something's come up on the screen. It's gone. I was getting a pretty good deal. It was cheaper than the other ones I bought. Considerably cheaper. Is what it is. And I ordered it, paid for it. Had a notification last week sometime to say it was being dispatched. Obviously they got it in. It's been dispatched, and give me the tracking numbers and all that sort of la stuff. Anyway, it landed in my local post office, Royal Mail office yesterday, and I received an email to say, oh, the sender didn't pay all the import duty on it. Okay, well, I've experienced that before. So, but what I wasn't expecting was they sent me the bill, and they won't release the package until I paid the bill. This is Royal Mail. That was like 42 quid. So what a dick I am. I know I posted a video a little while ago saying about you need to be aware of postage and whatever, and I just, for some reason, I didn't even think it'd be, if I was going to get collared for it, you know, customs tax, bloody tax. If I was going to get collared for it, I didn't think it would be 42 quid. I know it's a kilo, which is fine, and maybe I'm, you know, I shouldn't be so surprised. Maybe that's the real thing. Cobra, no, because he brings stuff in from all over the place. But yeah, that was a bit of a gobsmack. But the annoying thing is, I tried 3 times today to pay that before, so they can release the product. Royal Mail, your payment system is archaic, and I tried 3 times and it just didn't work. So, which is really annoying because they could, if I got that payment through, they could deliver it on Friday, and I was really looking forward to getting it for next week. So I'm going to nip down there tomorrow to the local post. I know the guys down there. I haven't got a PO box anymore, but I've got a very good relationship with the guys working down there, and see if I can pay in the actual Royal Mail. But for God's sake, Royal Mail, get your act together, dude. I want to pay you some money. I want to give you some money, and your system is making it frigging difficult to do, which is, in this day and age, in this digital world, so archaic. So hopefully next week we can do an unboxing of that, and we can see that latest piece of beauty. And if it's anything like the copper coins that I've got in the kilos, I can't wait, and I'm really looking forward to it. Other than that, I haven't bought anything significant for ages. I'm in a real quandary. I'm really battling the idea, probably because of the position I'm in, of do I really want to be spending money on, it's a good question this, on certain assets, because I've got quite a diversified, dare I say it, portfolio, because I'm special. Not. Yeah, I've been fighting about what I want to do, and you know, you see videos like I know Nerd UK does a update every now and then. He's doing that consistent stacking thing. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And now Sandy Milliton's doing a similar thing. I was doing that myself, hopefully to try and encourage people to do it. I think Nerd took it up from, I think it was a bit of inspiration from what I was doing, but it's irrelevant. I don't care. The important thing is you guys do it. But for me personally, it's just like, do I start stacking? Now, I am stacking in the same way as what I was doing before. What's working against me is I see value in other places at the moment. That personal opinion, not advice, and I'm not going to say the assets, but they seem to be of more value to put our family's money in. Because we, like, if anyone doesn't know, it isn't just me. We work as a family, and we're trying to invest as a whole family into the family's, not only individually, but as a family's interest as well. So that's been a bit of a battle for me. What doesn't help is because I've started doing my my videos with creators again, showing off their absolutely gorgeous coins. CY Sterling, hopefully get over to the What Podcast, have a look at his video. Coin Noob, what an amazing collection that man's got, and it was on like an even bigger view on the Stack Chat on Saturday, which was amazing. I see this sort of stuff and I think, oh man, I really want to get back into, you know, pushing my stack on and collecting, and it's difficult. And ironically, the beautiful thing about me and my family is I've got obviously 3 children, all different ages, all in their 20s, and I am trying to look at what they've got available and trying to work out, in my eyes, that difficulty when prices of this stuff is absolutely flying. You know, beautiful born bear, silver round. You know, the price of this stuff is going up, and it's going up daily at the moment. And I personally cannot see that slowing down until the boys and girls that play around on the chessboard sort out what they're going to do with the financial, the way we do finance going forward in the future. There's going to be a lot of uncertainty, and that's pushing prices around. You've got the speculators speculating, you've got the traders trading, and you've got the real players playing around, positioning themselves with precious metals. And it makes it really difficult to make those solid decisions on how to spend your money. It's a tough one, and I'm trying to keep myself in that realm of bringing value. If I can bring value to myself in my way of thinking at my children's level, then you know, I'm doing the right job. So, to cut a long story short, I'm in a dilemma. I really want to start buying. You know, I've got a channel as well, and I want to try and encourage people. But I've got to be real. I've got to be realistic. I've got to be in touch with the realism of everyday folk that are similar to my children. So that's a bit of a challenge for me. So I'm not 100% sure that I know what I'm going to do going forward, but I definitely personally find myself, after doing these, as I said, after doing these videos, finding it really difficult not to get sort of that addictive nature starts to kick in, and that I want nature starts to kick in. And there is so much out there, there's so much temptation out there, and obviously there's a lot of people seem to be, to me personally, there seems to be a lot of sellers now, for whatever reasons. Maybe because the whole social marketplace is opened up more, giving people the opportunity, the opportunity to trade. So that can be a bit distracting, but compared to, you know, that's, when I go back a couple of years, none of this was available. Pardon me. There was certain things available, but it's exploding, and it's exploding a lot. So I've got to try and find some value in what I'm trying to do, especially from a YouTube channel point of view, which I will do. I will get there for sure. I've even toying on the idea of maybe collecting circulated coins, uncirculated coins. The beauty about watching people like Stat Collector, obviously having CoinNoob on my channel, who these guys know so much about this sort of stuff. Benson Coins Collections, they know a load of stuff about, you know, 50p's and 10p's and £2 coins and all that sort of stuff. I may even just to keep my interest and to keep my is it dopamine hit going, but in quite a more cost-effective way. I may start trying to build up, you know, these things that I find in my change that I'm very slowly collecting. I think this is a Roger Bannister, 50p, maybe. There we go. Pathetic little collection. They're down in the corner here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 50p's, and I actually found a £2 coin that I haven't seen before, so I don't know, I might even go that way. Let me know, what would you do? It's difficult. I've got, because I've been stacking, I've got a fairly decent weight, silver weight stack, I've got gold stuff. I don't like talking about it because it makes me feel like a complete idiot. And I've done videos on it already, but I want to try and bring some value to 2025 cost of living, normal working people's budgets, enthusiasm, content. That's my aim. It's always been my aim. That's quite a challenge. Let me know. What do you want to see? What would you like me to do? Maybe you don't want me to do anything, and I'll just continue to do this stuff. But it's always cool to get the old community involved in your channel. It's always a good idea. So yeah, that's a little dilemma of mine. I'm so tempted just to go back to the 1 ounce a week, maybe 1 gram of gold a month. The problem I've got with it is at the current prices at the moment, and for me personally, when I do the return rates over certain periods of time, for me personally, and I'm not going to mention any of the other stuff that I do, I'm getting better value risk. I'm getting better risk value another way, and that wasn't the case, you know, only 12 months ago. It was my assessment of the marketplace and what I'm trying to do as a family and my personal investment looked very differently, but it's changed, and it's changing really quickly, and it's really difficult to gauge what to do. But hey ho, that's where we go on about education and hopefully trying to make proper decisions, you know, whatever those decisions are. But yeah. What else? The other things that are really cool, we've got the stack chat. The stack chat on the 12th, I think of, I don't think I mentioned that earlier, just in case anyone's living under a rock, which I'm sure most people that watch my videos are very well aware that there's a big giveaway stack chat celebration for 1,000 subscribers or members of Stacker Social. So that's going on the 12th of April, I believe. I want to mention someone while I'm at it, while I'm thinking, babbling on a little bit, just trying to fill out a bit of time. It's really cool to see Scott Silver back on in the picture. It's always nice, you know. It's someone else that doesn't get much of a mention, but they don't have a massive presence anymore. Is Shiny Precious Metals. I still see he posts a post every now and then. What a lovely guy he is. But they've got content out there, and anyone that's getting in early into or even thinking about stacking, these people that I mention are so worth going to see. They might not be active now, but they were getting into the space just like you are, and they're really cool to go and have a look at, because they're posting their little journeys when they're, you know, getting excited about buying different bits and pieces and what their emotions are when they're buying them. And another one that's just returned to the scene, hopefully will be doing a little bit more, is Gooner Girl from Your Time Is Now. We all have our reasons for taking part, leaving. I've done it myself, you know. It's a personal journey, but it's so cool to get these older names back involved, and seeing them come back to be involved, because their experience that they will share will help anybody that's new getting into this space. very important. And that's where, you know, the community is absolutely brilliant. And I would encourage anybody that's new to the community not to get stuck into one place, to look around. And, you know, if there are creators that are within certain community groups, go and check their channels out. I know time's a bit of a premium in nowadays, but it's so worth it, because you might just you might just watch something that helps you on your journey. That's really important. But yeah, the content's really cool. It's really funny when I look back. When I look back, it's we all do this, a very similar thing. Circumstances are very different for all of us, but we all do a similar thing. We all go down a similar journey, and it becomes very relatable, and you can learn so much. I love to watch new stackers come on board, because it reminds me of where I am, or it reminds me of where I am, but it also reminds me of where I was. And if you can just use those sort of moments to remind yourself of what you're doing, then you'll recognise your mistakes more, you'll recognise the good things more, and that will only help you long term with what you're trying to achieve, more than anything. Really useful. The guys that have been around for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, we can all name them. They're all great. There's nothing special about us. Well, there's nothing special about me, that's for sure. But we mustn't forget the people that have only been around a year or 6 months, because there's people that are only getting into things now. And please don't anyone devalue yourself and think you're not of value, because the people that are getting in now are looking back to people that have just started a few months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, and they're just as important as the people that have been around the space for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know. Just as important, because the journeys roughly start the same, in the same sort of mannerism. I find that really interesting indeed. So that's cool, but I will say, while I wrap up this conversation, this Whisky Wednesday, I will say we are in a different era. The prices of things today, what you see in the silver price, what you see in the gold price, is a pure reflection of what you're seeing outside of those precious metals. It's all relevant. You know, if precious metals are going up, it means probably everything else is going up. You know, I think some people may forget that a little bit. It's like shouting, "Oh, my silver's gone up £6 an ounce. My gold has gone up £1,500 an ounce." Wonderful, great, fantastic, that's superb. But what about the cost of living? If that stuff's gone up that much in a short period of time, then everything else has just changed rapidly, and that's affecting the generations that are getting into this stuff now, today. So things are a little bit different. It's not to say it's not worth getting into. I still believe if you can somehow, like a few guys are doing and promoting at the moment, if you can somehow summon up the way of just saving into a piece of precious metals, you know, weekly, 2 weekly, 3 weekly, 4 week, you know, a month, you know, every other month, then you're doing something that will help you just preserve a little bit of your capital that you're really earning hard. If you've got any left at the end of the month, it's worth doing. A lot of people underestimated. Well, a lot of people say about copper. You know, even copper now is I mean, it's over premiumed. But you know, copper. When you look at copper as a trade on the big global market, it's at its all-time high. You know, it might not be reflected in the price of copper coins. Well, maybe it is. You know, it's not just your standard silver gold. It's happening throughout all your commodities. It's interesting. It's really interesting. You know, you need to do a bit of research, for sure. But we ain't going to go wrong. I'm not going to go wrong, as I tell my, you know, not tell my kids, but advise my children. And you know, if you've got an excess, if you're lucky enough to have excess money that you would like to put to one side, that you will not need to use or rely on, then putting them into any type of or any denomination of precious metal, you're not going to go wrong. You know, you've got to be realistic with it all. Ain't going to make you rich. The only way silver is going to make you rich is if you had a few ton of it, maybe. You know, and the price moves £5 over a couple of years. Yeah, you're going to probably make a lot of money. And the same with gold, you know. You know, the thing is with gold is it's just, yeah, it might be moving quickly, but how many people can get in now, you know, at those 1 ounce denominations? It's in a very interesting time, but just being in there with a little bit, whether it's a tenth, whether it's a 20th, whether it's a gram, 2 grams, it's worth it, dudes. It's well worth it. Not going to go wrong. It's not going to make you rich, but it does give you an out when you're outside of the normal financial system. Financial system. So, yeah, served me well. I have proper realistic expectations around it, but it's definitely served me well, and there's no reason why it can't serve anyone else well as well. So yeah, educate yourself. I'm not going to go on anymore. I could go on these sort of, I can always go down this. My kids turn around and say, oh, it sounds a bit depressing, but reality sometimes can be depressing. It's what you do with the information that makes it exciting, more than anything. And you can make it very positive. You can make a lot of negative situations very positive, but you need to understand the negativity of that situation to realise the positivity around it. So, top tip there. Take good care. That's this week's Whisky Wednesday out. Don't forget about the competition. Everything's been explained there, and I wish everybody luck, and we'll announce the winner next week, which I'm really looking forward to. But don't forget, April's is running now. So yeah, get those creativity juices flowing, and have fun with it. Just bloody have fun with it. If you can't do anything else, having fun with something's free, and you know, that can have a big knock-on effect on the rest of the community and encourage other people to have fun too, which is free. So and then you get the bonus of possibly winning something. But yeah, another top tip. Take good care. See you later. Bye.